Stephen Boyles, President of the Class of 2014.
Thank you, Dean Bootman. Thank you to all the faculty, friends, family, and other distinguished guests that have joined us this morning to celebrate the commencement of the Class of 2014. It is a great honor to speak in front of all of you. I also want to thank you for coming out so early this morning. The college couldn't let us get away without one last 8 a.m. commitment. Over these past 4 years, the College of Pharmacy has become our second home. For some of us who went as far as to occasionally sleep in the study rooms, it became our only home. We laughed in these halls after having David Lee instruct us on the proper use of Muse, during orientation week no less, or when Dr. Harrier discussed the effectiveness of over-the-counter products. They don't work. We surely cried in these halls as well, after late nights, long weeks, and grueling exams. But most importantly, we became a family in these halls. This class has the distinction of being some of the most ambitious, intelligent, and driven people I've ever known. By pursuing residencies from Seattle to Memphis, San Francisco to Chicago, some of my classmates will be honing their clinical knowledge for another year. Others will become leaders in their neighborhoods by practicing the vital role of community pharmacist. Still others will pursue academia, becoming innovators in the profession and working to educate the pharmacists of tomorrow. Wherever life takes this class, I know that we will all rise to the occasion and meet the challenges we face. Reflecting back on our education, I cannot help but be astounded by what we have learned in the past 4 years. When we started, we didn't know the difference between cefazolin and cefoxitin, the interaction between beer and aged cheeses and MAOIs, or how to say words like adalimumab or Levetiracetam. We didn't know what a Babinski sign was, or how to distinguish between viral and bacterial meningitis. And we certainly didn't know all the enzymes responsible for breaking medications down. CYP2D6, 3A4, 2C19, and it goes on. But now, it's like we speak an entirely new language. A language that causes us to be an integral part of any healthcare team. A language that allows us to identify dangerous interactions in everyday prescriptions. A language that understands the donut hole and prescription discount programs and how to best help our patients navigate the murky waters of healthcare. It is in the last few weeks that I've truly come to understand why we have the distinction of being called doctor. Parents and families in the audience, you have done a magnificent job in supporting and encouraging us all through this arduous process. Only 1.7% of people in the United States attain a doctoral degree in their lifetime, a statistic we are now a part of. Our institution has the distinction of being consistently ranked in the top 10 Pharm.D programs in the nation. The accomplishments of all my classmates are nothing short of astounding and worthy of true admiration. I would like to take this time to recognize some people that were instrumental in supporting our education. First, to the front office staff, Barb, Mary Lou, and Sandy. Without your guidance, we would have never gotten registered for all of our classes, known how to properly fill out a salmon sheet, or been here today to celebrate our graduation. To the faculty, your passion for education and commitment to student success was apparent from day one, and those of you that served as advisors, QI and senior project mentors, Resi Prep facilitators, and general confidants truly made an impact on every one of us. Personally, I would like to thank the executive board of the class of 2014, Audrey, Patrick, and Spencer, who worked tirelessly to ensure the success of the senior week activities, and Team Shambles for getting me through these last crazy years in one piece. In closing, this is the final time the class of 2014 will be together. I could have never imagined this day 4 years ago, and yet here we are. While writing this speech, I struggled with how to end it, because honestly, I didn't want this to end at all. The finality we are all facing today evokes many of the emotions. But a quote from the show Mad Men put things into perspective for me. Don Draper once said, "Change is neither good or bad, it simply is." I know that while we are all facing many changes, it is those changes that will bring new experiences, great memories, and lead us through the rest of our lives. So with that in mind, go out and make your mark on the world, but never forget where this all began. Thank you, class of 2014, for selecting me to represent you and speak today. We did it. Now let's go celebrate.
Wonderful speech.